Namaste, Jai Hind and good morning viewers. There has been significant amount of progress that's been made overnight into the investigation of the Red Fort blast in New Delhi and the connections with the entire Pulwama module that was busted in Saharanpur and Faridabad has now been very closely established, and the dots are connecting sooner than later. And it looks like the person who ran away or who escaped the arrest at the Faridabad module is the one who is driving the vehicle that's now been identified as the I-20, and the person is Umar Nabi. Now, this tragic explosion near the Red Fort metro station on Monday evening has also sent shockwaves across the country. Around 6:52 p.m., as confirmed by the Delhi Police Commissioner Satish Golcha, a Hyundai I-20 suddenly exploded, killing 8 people and leaving several others injured. The Delhi police have registered an FIR under the UAPA Explosive Substances Act and the BNS or the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita sections for murder and conspiracy to commit murder. A massive investigation has now been launched. In a major development also, the Delhi police have traced the vehicle to Pulwama district in Jammu and Kashmir, originally registered in Gurugram 6 and owned by Mohammed Salman in 2014. The car had changed hands multiple times before reaching a man named Tariq in Pulwama village. The first owner, Mohammed Salman, has been detained for questioning. He facilitated the sales illegally without proper ownership transfer and documentation. Meanwhile, Umar Nabi's image has surfaced, an alleged suicide bomber, and is linked to the Faridabad terror module. The investigators have found an arm, a limb of the driver at the incident site, and they are now going to match the DNA extracted from that limb with the family of Umar Nabi, who have also now been detained, and then match it to establish that this is indeed Umar Nabi who was at the wheel of this car that was carrying the explosives. Interestingly, viewers, will show that details to you. This car entered Delhi at around 8 a.m. and then traversed all around Delhi, and it's established over 50 CCTV cameras that from 3:19 p.m. till 6:48 p.m., it was parked at the Red Fort car parking right outside the gate number 1 of the Red Fort metro, and then at 6:48 it starts moving, and at 6:52 the explosion happens there itself on this slow moving vehicle. So where was the perpetrator, the main perpetrator? The entire course that this car traveled has now been established. There is a 3-4 hour gap. Now investigators are now going to access the 3-4 hour gap before the contact or the visibility of this car is established. Over 200 police personnel have worked overnight piecing together CCTV footage to establish the presence of this car. And Manoj Kumar Gupta getting us this detail so far, that Umar Nabi got off at 3 p.m. and entered Red Fort via the Sunari Masjid and gate, and then he was present there before he comes back to this car at 6:48 p.m. and the car starts moving at 6:48 p.m. 4 minutes later, right on the road, slow moving at the signal itself, it explodes. Now, what happened there? What was the plan? Was the plan for a car bomb or a sticky bomb attack and not a suicide attack? Or did something go wrong? Did Umar Nabi want to move explosive material somewhere else? Or was he running away and he knew that the investigators are hot on their heels? Jammu and Kashmir police, Haryana police, special cell, NIA, everybody's gotten involved. But JK police were the ones who started the investigation, first up with a crackdown 7 days ago when Dr. Azil was arrested. His connections were seen in Saharanpur, and then he was seen in Pulwama, and he was picked up from there. And that's when they stumbled upon this entire module, which had about 3 tons, 3,000 kilograms of explosive making material, ammonium nitrate, that was recovered from the Faridabad warehouse. So that module connected to this Red Fort via this person on your screen, that is Umar Nabi. Who is this person? Was he a close associate of Dr. Azil, Dr. Muzammil, and also the lady doctor? They all worked at the same hospital facility. They were all connected with each other. The owners of the car, Tariq, the 2 brothers, Amir and Muzammil. Now, Amir is the one who's seen taking the key, the symbolic key, on behalf of Tariq. Why did he do that? Electrical plumbing guys, we'll get to those details too. Investigators focusing on the missing 7-8 hours too. They entered the car, entered Delhi through the Badarpur border at 8 a.m. Like I said, cops have tracked the movements starting 3 p.m. in North Delhi, where the car went, whom the driver went, and also what occurred in that gap. This is the question. Between 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., where was this car? They're trying to find that out, because from 3 p.m. they can locate it. 3:19 it enters the Red Fort area, parks there till 6:48 p.m. and then the driver gets into the car, starts driving slowly, comes out, comes to the signal, boom. That's where the explosion happens. What happened there? What was the plan? Were they running? Were they hiding? Were they looking for a place? Or did they plan a sticky bomb attack or a car bomb attack and they did not go off? Or were they looking at other options? Or was it a planned suicide bomb attack? When the traffic is heavy, we have to piece together, or the investigators have to piece together that information. But clearly, the Pulwama origins, the Faridabad module and the Red Fort attack, they all seem to be connected, part of the same group of white-collar terrorists. That's another issue that the investigators now need to face and address. Anshul joining us live. He's connected. He's joining us from the Royal Car Zone, Faridabad. That's where this entire exchange happens, the key exchange. Arunima is there at Red Fort. She is joining us live at this point. The car was purchased at this place. That is at the showroom in Faridabad. We'll go to Anshul there first. Ankur Sharma is also joining us from Red Fort, and Ishan, he is in Pulwama at the Sambura village, where he's pieced very interesting pieces that how Amir, the person seen in the picture, actually not the owner, he's collecting the keys on behalf of Tariq. Why did he do that? Why did he come all the way to Faridabad to pick up this car? Question has to be answered. What is their connection? Amir, Tariq, Umar, their connection with Umar Nabi and Azil. They all live in a radius of 2 to 3 kilometers in Pulwama. That's what Ishan has got us. So piecing together all the angles and putting the entire jigsaw together like nobody else is doing. That's what we are doing here at CNN News 18, bit by bit, brick by brick, put this all together for our viewers to understand how complex this plan was, how far back did they go to try and execute this, and what was their intent, where all and what all were their targets and in what time period. We'll get to all of that too. But first to Anshul. Anshul, we've got more details. There's confirmation of Amir at the person with the car dealer who's taking that key. He's not Tariq, he's Amir. And Amir's picture from Pulwama has also been sourced by Ishan, and we'll put that out in a bit. But who's this car dealer who illegally sold this car without proper paperwork? Has he also been arrested?
Well, yes, the car dealer has now been taken into detention, and he is being questioned at this point in time. In fact, he was taken at approximately 9 p.m. from this very location. This is the Royal Car Zone, and Manish Patel is said to be the owner. Manish Patel is said to be the owner of this entire car zone, and he was the person who, in fact, went ahead and sold this car illegally to Amir, who was initially being seen as Tahir. If I could just show you around in the visuals over here, this is the entire parking lot in which the used vehicles are or second-hand vehicles are being sold from over here. But at approximately 9 p.m. yesterday, Manish Patel, who is the owner of this Royal Car Zone, in fact, he was taken into custody by the Delhi police, and he is now being questioned over the last 12 hours. If you could see this area as well, the locks have been placed as well. So somewhere or the other, the Delhi police is still trying to figure things out, that how why did actually Manish Patel decide to go ahead and sell this vehicle to someone without a proper background check, when the said person did not have proper documents, and that is the reason why the RTO transfer that was supposed to happen, that also did not happen. Did he take some money from them, or was he or did he knew that something like this was happening, and was he also a part of plan? This is something that is being looked into. But at this point in time, Manish Patel, who is the owner of Car Zone, Royal Car Zone over here in Faridabad, he has been detained, and he is being questioned by the Delhi police over the last 12 hours.
Who is currently, is that area